What? This is the first truck we ever had on a driver. Oh, all right. Louis Chevrolet and Willie Durant started good old Chevy Motor Car Company in 1911. Fast forward 7 years and they figured out you could put a box on the back of a car and call it a truck in 1918. Over the years, Louis and Willie had beef over some design stuff, and around 1914 to 1915, Louis said, deuces, I'm out. And sold his share of the company. If that wasn't petty enough, Louis Chevrolet and his brothers founded Frontenac Motor Corp in 1916 to make racing parts for the Ford Model T.
Savage, savage, savage.
Fast forward over 80 years and the first Silverado powered by tornadoes was born in 1999. This is the same year Ford bought Volvo for $6 billion. Keep moving forward, in the 2011 Louis Silverado had an MSRP of $22,000. So you could have that box on wheels, or you could have 4,400 Grande Nacho box from Trucko Bell. For some reason, this guy went from an Evo 10 to a Silverado, but was it worth it? Today we sit down with an owner and have a good old chat. Driver to driver! Whoa! Ooh, put my chair. Why don't you guys ever get ready for this? Welcome back to another episode of Driver to Driver! Season 2! And today we have a first. We got a first. It's gonna be real weird. Wait. I need my notes. Alrighty. Today we're here with Cody Bad Decision Lawson. Lawson, why'd you come over here? Lawson, we need you in the show to do it. Lawson, I can't do it by myself. There it is. There, he's here. He's here. He's a little late, but yeah. What do you think of the chair?
You really sink down.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean, I built it.
It's comfy.
I didn't build it, but did you mess up my desk when you came in?
That was not
No,
me.
all right. So Lawson's from Custom Offsets. He does truck stuff, and it's really weird because he used to have wheels, tires, suspension from FitmentIndustries.com. All right. You ready for this?
I think so.
Okay. We got a giveaway going on with BC Racing, and check that out. You win some suspension for your car. You remember having a car? Anyways, all right. Let's not be around the bush. How much did you pay for that mall crawler with that? It looks like a Call of Duty camo wrap on there.
11 grand.
11 grand. Now that sounds like a good deal, but I feel like.
It was a good deal.
Was it?
It was a good
Was
deal.
it? Anything wrong? I mean, like salvage, maybe. We can get into that. All right. So let's rip this Band-Aid off right away. We're just gonna. Okay. Why'd you sell your clapped Evo and then get a clapped truck? You have so much clapped. I think you deserve a round of applause. You get it? That was it's a pun. Do you get it? You gotta laugh. It's a joke.
Evo wasn't clapped.
I mean.
What do you mean you mean?
I think you sold it without oil in it.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Okay, so why clapped Evo, clap truck?
Well, I did enjoy my Evo a lot.
Me too. I liked it.
But paying $500 a month for a car that sits in the garage,
I've done that.
you know, 2/3, well, probably not 2/3, probably about a third of the year in Wisconsin weathers, it's not fun. It's a lot of money just being thrown away.
Right. Well, you're just talking about before the show started, though. You're saying you're going to store your truck.
I am going to store my truck. I pay $150 a month for my truck.
Damn. All right.
Look at all
okay.
that money being
So
saved.
you're just saying that the Evo is too nice, so you had to get rid of that and get something really cheap. You know.
Well, I
deal.
I brought it up to where I wanted it. The only other things that could have went further is the motor.
How long did you own the Evo?
2 years.
Was it really that long?
I think a year and a half. Maybe.
A year and a half, and
Yeah.
you did everything you wanted to do with it.
The only thing that was left is
Blow it
motor.
up.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
That's what I'm trying not to do.
All right, so you're a car guy turned truck guy. Name 3 pros and 3 cons about owning a truck as fast as you can. Go.
3 pros.
Yep.
A Comfortable.
Okay.
Way more comfortable
Fair.
than the Evo.
Once you jump into it.
Yep. Way more useful.
Okay.
Way more useful.
What do you use it for? Go to the mall? All right.
I mean, you can put stuff in the bed.
Do you though?
You can take it. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I got a bottle of Southern
What do you
Comfort.
put back
want me to
there?
bring it?
Pools?
I'm gonna go grab my bottle of liquor.
Put pools back there?
We put pools back there.
Pool party? All right.
Pool party.
Okay, we got 2. We got 2, brother. I only asked for 3.
Towing.
What the f are you towing with that?
You can tow anything.
You can? What do you tow?
I tow stuff.
All right, that's okay. 3 cons. As fast as you can, go.
Gas mileage sucks.
Yeah.
It's just big.
It's just a truck.
Yeah, it's just a truck.
Yep.
And this is why you need a truck, because there's only 2 cons and 3 pros.
You could barely come up with 3 pros.
No, it's 3 pros, 2 cons.
No, give me a 3rd
Boom.
con.
Truck. You need a truck.
Can you get into it without looking like an idiot?
Yes.
All right. Okay, that's enough out of me. Let's hear from our extremely cool and loyal YouTube community. And hey, if you're watching this and you want me to keep my job and keep doing these, you probably should subscribe. All right, you ready for this? These guys can get rowdy. So I'm gonna get comfortable. Brandon Gow is getting straight to the point, and he says, can that thing fit in your local Taco Bell drive-through?
No.
Have you tried?
No.
So you said getting a truck is more functional, but you can't even take it through a drive-through.
Yes. It was more functional until I made it not functional. It's still functional.
It is for doing what? Pool parties?
You can still haul people around. You still throw.
Yeah, but you can't go anywhere cool like Taco Bell.
Well, that's because the Taco Bell drive-thrus in Wisconsin suck.
I think.
Have you been to all the Appleton ones?
Yeah,
they're all suck.
actually in Appleton, the drive-thrus here are worse than I feel like anywhere else.
They're terrible.
But like, you could still take the Evo through it.
I could barely take the Evo.
But you could. So functionality plus 1 car. All right. Onward wants nothing but the truth, and he asks, "Be honest. I'm curious. Do you enjoy driving the truck more or the car?"
Oh, dude, it's so. I'm just like an overall enthusiast. I like them both.
Come on, man.
I'd say truck.
You're on a show about cars. You're just gonna say stupid shit like that.
I would honestly say truck. It's more comfortable. It turns 10 times more heads. That's not a lie.
Yeah, because everyone's like, "What the f that guy do to that?"
That's fine. That's still
All
one.
right. Havoc Strife X says, "Erectile dysfunction has joined the chat."
That's me.
Enderlock 124 makes a good point and asks, "How does it feel having a higher door but the same ground clearance as stock?"
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it does.
That doesn't make.
Ow!
Stop being mean to Cody Lawson.
Who are you?
Don't you dare. Don't even.
Now I have the power. See, that's the mistake you brought here. And now you gotta go get it. Don't you touch that. Get out of here. This is my show. You get to do the one that talks about wanting to own stuff. Get out of here!
All right, what was the question?
Oh yeah, Enderlock 124 makes a good point and asks, "How does it feel having a higher door but the same ground clearance as stock?"
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it does, because all your under stuff, all the giblets, is still the same height off the ground. All you did was raise the body up.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Look at it.
No. You look at it.
I did.
He might be right.
I wish I could have looked away.
It's still worth it.
Okay, all right. I mean, yeah, you get to jump in it. It's kind of like exercise.
Yeah.
I don't need any of that, but
I should probably add some steps, but
yeah, steps would be cool. Let's get a little chilly in here. Connor McCuchian wants to know, on a scale of Monster Energy to drywall, how many Kyles can you pack in that bag, girl?
lots.
Give me a number here if people are wanting to know. I didn't ask it. Jesus.
Cab and bed included?
Yeah.
I'd say 15.
15? I wouldn't be proud of that. A-Jams is curious about fuel economy and asks, does a lift affect the gas mileage?
It does, extremely.
Ugh.
I'm probably somewhere around like 7-8 miles a gallon.
Jesus, what the? Where does the functionality come in? Because so far
Towing
it's just
and
gotten
hauling.
worse. When you tow, what are you gonna get?
You asked me what a con was. I said gas
Can
mileage.
you even fit in the drive-through? You
You
can't
asked
fit.
me what
Well,
a
not
con
drive-through,
was.
but the gas
I said-
station. You
I
can
said
fit
gas mileage. Gas mileage is terrible.
That's true.
Worth it.
I think we're coming up with a bunch of cons.
Worth
but
it.
Super Ed has something to say. Okay. Big flashy finish wheels belong on slam trucks. Lifted trucks should never have that little of a sidewall. Call me old-fashioned, I just think this style of wheel tire setup looks ridiculous and 1000% form over function. Now a wheel 4 to 5 inches smaller, maybe some bead locks, much higher aspect ratio rubber, that's a truck. This is mall transportation! Emo.
What was his name?
I,
Oh, I don't think his name's on my title, so whatever.
in my opinion, I think it meant. It just sounded like he wants to go through a drive-through.
He probably can in his style of truck.
All right, okay. I mean, you were a lot nicer when you owned an Evo in season 1. Now you got a big mean guy truck attitude. I don't really like. I think it's enough out of YouTube community. He's gonna try to drive over somebody 2 miles an hour. So what do y'all have done to that salvage pavement process?
It's not salvage. Why do you keep saying that?
It might as well be.
Why? Because it was in a wreck?
Well, yeah, that's generally what does salvage most time.
It's clean title.
Well, that's
We
good.
fixed her up good.
Okay, all right.
It's got 9-inch McGoys,
Okay.
lift kit, 7 to 9, cranked up to 9 in the front, add a leaf in the rear to make it a true 9 all the way around.
What are you doing putting leaves in your truck?
It's got,
leaves.
it adds height, bro. Stack leaves.
Leaves?
Yeah. And 2414
guy.
Archons,
Yep.
one of their new wheels, the Caesars. Custom
Okay.
painted, lift kit and wheels are custom painted in candy purple. 37, 13.5-inch tires. Big boys, big meaty boys.
Doing a lot of stuff to an $11,000 truck.
Yeah, Fury's brand new tire. Love them. They're the best.
Wow.
Got a custom wrap.
You compensating for something?
Yeah.
I mean, you got quite a bit done to the truck just to make it look the same as all the other trucks out there, but with a Call of Duty wrap.
That's what makes it different.
Hell yeah, brother. All right, so have you had any issues with it?
Since the rebuild?
Yeah, in between.
Well, I mean,
You want to talk about the rebuild a little bit?
Well, when we got it, we bought it off Copart.
Okay.
So it wasn't a front end collision. The front end was caved in pretty decently.
Generally, I try to not buy those.
Yeah, that's kind of how I was too.
Yeah.
It was initially a daily driver, and then while working at custom offsets, you see all your friends with big lifted trucks, and I was like, you know what, I want to do that.
Truck guys.
And so the rebuild was fine, replaced the whole front end. Everything's straight, everything's good to go. And ever since then, no issues.
Well, so had a lot of issues. You're like, I want it, but then you put it all back together, and
Yeah.
now it's
Fix
still
it up.
clapped,
Makes
but
it unique.
looks nice.
Makes it unique.
It's kind of like my light bulb.
Yeah.
It used to look nice, and then it got broken, it clapped, but then now I still use it.
You know, project cars, common term in the car scene. Same thing.
Yeah.
It was a project truck.
Project truck.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's fair. I mean, do you have any advice for someone that wants to sell their clap car to get a clap truck?
I mean, I wouldn't advise anyone to just straight up sell their car to buy a truck like I did. You don't have to do that. That was my choice, but I don't know. It's in my lifestyle, working at CO, and I'm almost 30. I want
Jesus.
kids. I want family.
Oh, what the hell?
Truck was the right move.
You can't get any kids in there. What are you gonna yeet them in?
Yeah.
Yeet!
Imagine the TikTok. Bro, TikTok famous.
We got this 30-year-old dude buying a truck and lifting and thinking about making TikToks.
Yeah.
That about wraps it up. Thanks for Cody and Customizers for coming and talking about laws and leaves and trucks that are smashed up. If you want cool car parts and not truck stuff, wheels, tires, suspension, fitmentindustries.com. All right, but the good news is, on Driver Season 2, everybody gets a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should have kept the Evo.
Oh, damn.
Well, all right, Lawson wants me to try getting in it because he says he has a big boy truck. Okay. What the hell? What the hell is this? What the hell is this? You got duct tape on the seat?
It's a project truck.
You said it wasn't clapped.
This is a project truck. I bought it off Copart.
Yeah, well, when's the project end, brother?
Don't ever wrap a colored truck either. Or
Where's
car.
the, hey, why is there no handle?
Good luck.
Jesus, I'm gonna rip my pants.
Good luck.
Every time. What the? All right. I think my pants shrunk.